into today's video, I want to give a shout out to Aora.com for sponsoring the channel. Aora is an awesome site where you can get some cheap blueprints, credit, and items. Use the code EJU to save 3% discount and checkout. The link will be in the description. Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Rocket League video. And today, guys, I've got a full showcase of every striker black market decal in the entire game. But to mix it up a little bit, it's going to be a different car design for every single black market in the game. Mine are all striker, but yeah. So it's going to be, you'll be seeing every single black market in the entire game today, and a different car design that I've made. Hopefully you like them. Maybe you can vote in the comment section which is your favorite. Maybe you like them, maybe you hate them. But yeah, just to give you some ideas of some of the designs you can do with every single black market. And I do mix the cars up. A lot of the cars are titanium white, but some of them are just unpainted and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of these designs will work without white octane, but there is quite a few with white octane because it tends to look pretty nice. But there is a few with white dominus and stuff, which probably a lot of you guys picked up in the shop. But yeah, guys, let's not muck around and let's get into it. So our first design here we got, guys, is the 20XX. So it's probably not one of my favorite decals, but so yeah, we're running 20XX here. I've got some titanium white peppermints with the hustle brow topper, which I really like. I just think it looks really clean. Another really cool thing, if you didn't know, guys, little Easter egg, there's a 5-cent sticker on the back of the hustle brows. So yeah, that's my 20XX decal and my design that I like to use for it. Or, well, I don't really use it much, but yeah, that's the design I came up with today. The next one, guys, we got Biomass, and I thought this was really cool. I seen the green and it reminded me of like a toxic waste or something. So I made sort of like a Ghostbusters toxic car here, using some of the Ghostbuster stuff that came out, as well as a titanium white peregrine, and I just think it looks really cool. Also, if there was an Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street, a topper, that would go good as well, but unfortunately that isn't in the game. Next we got Bubbly. We're using the Imperator here, titanium white, with the titanium white tube tanks, the goldfish in there. And yeah, so basically you see how the bubbles are like in the actual tube tanks, so I thought I'd simulate that with the bubbles on the car as well as another goldfish on top. I'm pretty sure if Twan sees this video, he'll really like that car design. It's pretty cool. Next we have Char. We'll just have to switch the colors over here. This would look also really nice with a crimson octane. Unfortunately I didn't have one, but yeah, basically this is like a dragon. You got the dragon wings, the crimson and black chameleon color there, the crimson Dracos, which are my, Dracos are my favorite wheels. Like, I absolutely love them. And then you got like a Viking spear there. So yeah, pretty cheap design. You can make this pretty cheaply. Yeah, or you could even take it up to the next level, guys, with a crimson octane. But yeah, like I said, I didn't have one. But even I sort of like it without crimson, to be honest. If you're just a bit too much red, I think just having that normal octane look just, I'd rather that than crimson. Alright, next we've got our dissolver. And this design, I've probably a lot of guys have seen a lot. The antenna is definitely a new addition to it. But yeah, we've obviously got the great white shark topper, which is probably, in my opinion, the best fish decal decal topper in the entire game. Of course, you got the dissolver, which looks like the ocean, so the shark looks like it's swimming in the ocean. And then we have the titanium white starfish, aka the Astaris wheels, or the Astaris, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, and that's always just been a clean design. I've used that one for quite a long while, guys. Next one we got, guys, is Fire God. I think this would look definitely better with an orange octane, but I didn't have one. But yeah, we've got the orange octane, maybe even burnt sienna octane would go with it. With the Fire God, we've got some devil horns, which I've actually put burnt sienna ones on there. The orange were a bit too bright. The normals looked alright as well, but the red just didn't match. And then we've got these demon discs that came out in the last year's Haunted Halo, I think. So yeah, there's our Fire God there. It looks a bit like a demon car. Next we've got our glorifier. I've used this one a few times in my streams, except for I usually use the white Astaris on this setup, but I had it on the previous one, so I wanted to change it up a bit. So My design here was obviously the ocean with a octopus in there, and then down below you got like the kraken, like the sea monster, so the sky blue madness wheels there, and I thought that matched really cool. And then we got the harpoon, just to signify like it's the ocean and fishing and poaching and hunting and all that kind of weird stuff like that to do with the ocean. Next we got heatwave, guys. Came up with this nice clean design with heatwave. With some sparklers and Happy New Year. I just thought it matched nice with the gold color and the flames and the white Dracos. Obviously, this looks really nice. So yeah, pretty clean design there for heatwave. I like it. Next, we got the heatwave, guys. And I had trouble. I was thinking, what could I do this? And I was like, well, the breakout looks the most like a stove, and then the heatwave reminds me of like hot plates for some reason. So I did like an orange one with that hex-tied normal looking orange wheel. So it's sort of like a hot plate, and you're cooking some pancakes and waffles on it. So yeah, it's sort of like a breakfast kind of car. So I hope you guys like that one. That's my reasoning and thinking behind that one. Next we have Hex, which sort of is the same sort of design. It was really hard to come up for a design, but I came up with like a percussion, like when it beats the drums, it's sending out like vibrations in sort of that sort of pattern. This is probably my least creative one today, I'd say. Yeah, probably my most least creative that I designed today, but I'm still happy. It's got, yeah, but definitely could do better with Hex. I don't know, I feel like Hex is one of the hardest decals to match up with things. Alright guys, obviously we got next is the Interstellar. You guys have seen this car 1,000 times, ET. I originally used to make this with the partly cloudy decal until Interstellar comes out, but yeah, if you haven't seen ET the movie, well basically this is what it's based on. You've got the UFO, the alien for ET, the actual ET wheels you can see flying across there, and then the galaxy on the white octane. So yeah, it's a really cool design there for Interstellar. Next we got Intrudium, and like I just seen this bomb, like missile, and I sort of liked it how like the missile's going that way and the arrows are pointing that way, and then I did the green color scheme because I thought it matched the color of the bomb nicely, and then I got another sparkling bomb up there. So yeah, this is sort of a destructive kind of car, so to say, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. Labyrinth, I couldn't come up with too much with it. Like I just made a raindrop, like as in like when a rain drop hits the water and it like ripples out, sort of that ripple effect, and then it's cold, so the water is like hit the ice and it's became frozen on the wheels. So yeah, that was sort of my idea and reasoning behind this car. It's raining, the rain hits the water, and then it freezes. That's, yeah, what I came up with my Labyrinth from. Next we got Magma, and I really like this car design. It looks really cool. You got the Mount Champion topper, and it signals like magma, like there's a purple magma underneath the mountain. And I sort of liked these special edition purple demonics with the pattern on the wheels. It sort of looks the same sort of triangle kind of design on the car. So yeah, I thought that was pretty clean, and I like that magma decal. And a lot of people don't like this decal, but I think it looks pretty clean. Next we've got mainframe, guys, and basically the design behind this was technology. When I think of mainframe, I think of computers and stuff, and like there's data going through the lines with the normal mainframe. If you make the front of your car white, it makes it look like a titanium white mainframe. And yeah, and just I like the Rajans because they sort of look like some sort of power plant, sort of reactor powering the actual car and making those like white lines go through, and then that power is like digitally controlling the drone there, titanium white drone. So yeah, I like that kind of mainframe sort of technological design there for a mainframe. Next we've got Parallax, and I just thought this looked clean. It sort of reminded me of like a ship going through the ocean and like bubbles and shards and stuff going across it. So I put the captain hat there, and yeah, I just thought the wonderments just sort of matched it alright. Probably could have found something maybe a bit better, but yeah, I don't know. I just liked how it matched up there, so I put the wonderments on there, and they sort of look a bit like icebergs as well. So yeah, I don't know, maybe thinking of Titanic or something there. Next we've got slipstream, guys. You'll notice I do like blue a lot. But I don't know, for some reason, I just feel like blue cards look so nice. And of course, I have to use my Striker Little Doge on one of my cars. So yeah, we're using the Ronin GXT here with the slipstream, the little dog, and titanium white. White and blue, you can't go wrong in car design color. It looks really nice. Yeah, and I really like that one, guys. And I really like the back design of this car as well. I just like how cool it is. It's really, 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 really cool. I didn't use any premium cars today, like Skylines or anything. I just didn't think any matched up. I just used a bunch of cars that I own. Next we have Spectra, and basically my design with this one was, it looks like a spider web. So I've made like a redback spider web. I feel like a van would be like, is a car that sits around and gets cobwebs in it. And we've got a cockroach that's got stuck in there, and we're going to call it Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. It's about to have a meal. And I thought the Crimson Grimalkins just fit in really cool, and I'm really happy with that design I came up with. So yeah, basically, the redback spider stuck in his web with his tasty meal. Next we've got Stormwatch, and with this one, I just thought of sorcery and stuff like that. So instead of actually being like a Stormwatch, it's sort of like a conjuring, like magic in the crystal ball there as well. And then sort of I think that was a forest green mage glass. I couldn't get quite the same color, but you get the idea. So yeah, I don't know, sorcery and magic was behind this one. That's my reasoning behind this Stormwatch design on the titanium white werewolf, which is pretty hard to find these days. We've got a streamline, and I came up with a design of this one. The lines reminded me a bit of how a treadmill moves, and then I remembered this topper came out. So yeah, it just sort of reminds me of someone running on a treadmill. And yeah, I don't know, I sort of like how the white revenants look. They sort of match the white lines a bit, and I just thought that was pretty clean on the titanium white peregrine there. Got another title stream here, guys, with the titanium white catfish. When it comes to moving things like this, I either like to make it look like fire or water, obviously. So yeah, the white catfish swimming for the water, and some titanium white madness wheels on there to signify like it's the ocean and sea monsters and stuff again. The Torah was a really hard one to come up with. I came up with this, it just reminded me of sort of like the fur on a panda, and then the green color to signify like the color of like bamboo and stuff. And if you look inside those wheels there, it sort of looks a bit like bamboo sticks are holding it together. So yeah, that was my design for Torah. Trigon, I came up with this one, I don't know, I just looked at triangles and that, and it reminded me of mathematics and stuff and science. So I put on this the flask topper, and yeah, this reminded me of like calculations and scientists and stuff. And the white zombies have like little triangles and diamonds. I thought it matched really nice, and it's really clean design there for the Trigon. And our last one we have here today, guys, is the wet paint, which looks good in blue and orange, but I did make it in the blue design. And it's sort of just, the paint sort of looks like the wet, the wet paint looks like the horizon there. And the egg crate, why did I pick that? Because it sort of reminded me of like a paint palette where you can have different paints and you use it as a paintbrush and a dipping thing. So that was my design on there, on the titanium white Dominus. But yeah, guys, that's every single decal, black market decal that it is, in the entire game that's released so far. Not including all the painted versions. I just wanted to show all the base versions and show you some cool designs. If you want to show me some awesome car designs or anything like that, you can send me a pic on in my Discord, guys. I've got a car design section, or you can even tweet at me or anything on my Instagram. All of that information is in my description. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous. Thousands of the EJU.